hate doing videos like these, but by not saying anything, I'm only allowing hate and harm to come to a community that I love and genuinely care about. Recently it was brought to my attention that a YouTuber by the name of Balarky, I think's the name, featured some of my videos and content that they made, which generally I don't have a problem with those kind of things. But the kind of comments that let me find out about this video were hate comments and really rude and mean things that were said on my live streams and on my page. Obviously, I'm a non-binary person, so I get a lot of hate online just simply for existing and talking about my experiences as a queer person, as someone who's on HRT. It's something that I quite literally get very often. But this YouTuber used some of my content as well as other cosplayers and stuff content to make kind of like a cringe compilation on YouTube, essentially, which I typically don't get mad about my videos being used in like cringe compilations when it's done in good taste. I think that's kind of the emphasis on that. And when I clicked on the video to kind of see what was said, I saw just a whole lot of stuff like this.
That guy needs to get eliminated in Fortnite. Give him a break. They can't probably move as much because, you know, obesity. Okay, I've got a theory. I think they all might actually be mentally ill. Social fucking rejects. But lucky, they're just kids. Don't care. So, what?
As I said, I literally get threats just for being alive and existing how I want to exist. So for a YouTuber to say, even if you're joking, I get it. You literally don't mean harm upon me. But you saying and perpetuating this person needs to be eliminated in Fortnite as a joke, that pushes other people to come to my page and other people's pages like mine and say some really awful things. As I sat there, I just saw more and more comments that were just so harmful and so distasteful and so just downright mean. Things like this.
Oh. It looks soggy. I don't know, is that weird to say? It looks soggy. 8 and 8 and 8, okay.
And even reading these comments on your video and be like, oh, I didn't say it though, but here's these comments talking about people's... Come on, dude, that's just so not cool. One, you're making the joke of this video about them acting like they don't know what they're doing with this dance and choreography, which... You don't know how hard it was maybe for them to even get to the point to get their confidence up where they could walk on stage and do this. And you're going to say comments like that? I blurred out the person's face because they don't deserve that. And just the fat shaming of it all, which there was more comments and more fat shaming. If you're going to joke about cringe content, which is completely okay, do you really have to just go for the most unfunny thing, like talking about someone's weight? Or, oh, this person stinks and smells. Okay, like, whatever. Okay, you want to joke about the fandom. Like, that's fine. But why get personal and talk about people? Like, say someone needs to be eliminated. Or say that, which that translates over to me. I've seen real-world implications of people saying things like that on my page.
I actually feel like I've been brutally molested.
That's a really weird and gross thing to make a joke out of and say. Secondly, I didn't blur out that person's face because I wanted you to see their angel makeup and how incredible that is. Dude, you can never do that. Like, those makeup skills that they put in there, absolutely incredible. Shout out to the cosplay. The makeup was insanely great. And with the climate in today's world, queer people, neurodivergent people are already going through so much and already get so much hate. And I genuinely don't think this is what the content creator was trying to do by making the video, but at the end of the day, that's the result. That people in this video and people that make videos and similar to this that are just having a good time and not harming anyone, that's the kind of things and hate that will be spread to them. The cosplay community and these fandoms are where a lot of people who are queer, neurodivergent, we come and we find community in those spaces. And for somebody just looking from an outside perspective, and even though, I mean, you have great style, the YouTuber has great style, and it seems you like some of the things that I like, I just think you're spreading unnecessary hate to the wrong people. And like I said, I've seen the implications of that. I've already seen someone come from your videos saying insults, which was just like whatever, but like people like me and people that are queer and neurodivergent already get enough hate, especially with the climate of today's world. It's there. And continuing to see more of that video, so much of what Balarky talked about and another video that was recommended in a similar format, making fun of mental illnesses and making fun of people's weight and all around just creating a culture that makes queer people and neurodivergent people feel even more outcast and even more threatened by the culture and the people that are sent over just by the kind of jokes that you're making. But Larke, you literally went to my page and pulled that up and made fun of everything about my page, including my profile picture, which a very, very dear friend of mine drew for me. That's what the profile picture was. So making a joke about that just really wasn't funny.
Look at his profile picture.
Going to my page, showing my username that only sends other people to go and hate on my page for literally just making content that I find funny and fun and like not serious at all. Like my angel videos are not serious. They're all in just fun and obviously cringe. I mean, it's literally in the hashtags in some of the videos. But by clicking on my page and going there, it literally tells your users, hey, this is where you can find this person and send all the hate. And I promise you I get enough hate online. Like, I promise you I get enough. And not just even like in the cringe videos. I get enough hate just for existing and talking about my experiences of being someone who's non-binary, someone who's on HRT. I get enough of the bullshit already. Like, just being honest. And I don't think it's your goal to like make my life hell. But what that does to other content creators that maybe don't have a platform the size of yours, it sends, the people who enjoy your videos to their pages to make fun of them. I genuinely thank you for when you got to my page, you corrected yourself on my pronouns and you didn't make a joke of that. I don't think you're a bad person that wants to do that. I just think maybe you don't think of the harm that could come from like talking about people in these manners online and spreading hate in that way. Because as I said earlier, I've already received someone coming over from your videos and spreading hate, and I have to delete enough comments of people telling me to. So, I really don't appreciate that. I get that a lot of my videos are made for cringe and whatever, and other people laugh like, oh my gosh, but like so many other, the person that was up on stage dancing, they thought about, they danced, they put that routine together and they performed it, no matter what their anxieties were about that. And I don't care if you make fun of my video. Like, literally, the angel videos about the pickup lines is for you to do things like that. But the personal attacks and saying this person needs to be unalived, it's just... I know you don't mean it in those ways, but it comes across and it gets back to me in some of the worst kinds of ways. And I'm sure it'll get back to some of these other creators in the worst kinds of ways. So I would just say, please think about those things moving forward. Like, I definitely don't mind you using my videos, but oh my gosh, this was so cringe. But like some of the things can just be taken out. Like, I'm a person at the end of the day, and all of these other people are people too. And there's so many things that you can punch up at, and just punching down at, smaller creators that, you do it for content, and you do it for your viewers and that kind of thing. But really, what kind of like world do you want to build with those mean and harassing comments that end up coming over to the other creators, especially if they're not doing harm? And trust me, there's a lot of other creators out there that are like doing harm and spreading harm and whatever, but so many of these like are just cosplayers just having fun. And at the end of the day, if that's the only thing they're like guilty of doing, we can talk about cringe and you can make videos about it, but like the personal attacks and talking about people's weights, mental illnesses, anybody, like the neurodivergencies of it all and making a joke of it, I genuinely don't think that's what you want to do. And genuine props to you on your editing and everything that you went to. I saw that you edit your own videos and you go there. That's a lot. Your videos look incredible. And I think you have a lot to offer in the space of, commentary. But I would just appreciate maybe thinking about what some of these comments could mean to other people. Including myself, because I've already seen some people coming over from your video. So also, this needs to be said, this is genuinely not to like try to cancel anyone or anything like that. I'm not trying to, I just want to make the world a better place, and I want content to be a safe place for everyone to experience and show their art.